Adonai Hamavarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Don't worry about it.
Kach et havim mitoch b'nei Yisrael v'tiharta otam v'chol ta'aseh lahem l'taharam hazeh aleichem mechatat v'he'eviru ta'ar al kol b'saram v'hi b'su v'gdehem v'hi techaru Vilachechu par ben bakar umin chato solet belulav hashemen ufarsheni ven bakar sichach litat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei otam nata b'Eloheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
You have your Haftarah piece right over there. Adam will now chant the blessings before the reading of his Haftarah portion. Then read what his portion is about, and finally chant the blessings after the reading of his portion.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nviim tovim Berata b'devarehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv-Moshe avdo uv-Yisrael amo uv-Nevi'ei ha'emet b'tzedek. My Haftarah portion was taken from the book of Zechariah, chapters 2 to 4. In my portion, Zechariah was the prophet, was one of the hundreds of thousands of exiles returning to Israel when Cyrus became the new king of Babylon after defeating the old king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar. Years before, Nebuchadnezzar had attacked Israel, defeated them, and destroyed the temple. After doing that, Nebuchadnezzar's army forced hundreds of thousands of people to move to Babylon and give up their religion. Because of a dream that he had about Israel, Cyrus promised the Hebrews that he would allow them to go back into their homeland. And in the year of 537, before the Common Era, he kept his promise. As Moses did in my Torah portion, Zechariah urged on his people, promising them that when they got to Israel and started rebuilding the temple, God would look favorably upon them. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam sor kol ha'amim sadik v'chol hadaro ha'el ha'ne'emah ha'omer v'yoseh ha'medaber u'mekayim shekol devarav emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanvi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh שנתת לנו, אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת. על ככל, אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לה ומברכים אותה. יברך שמך בפי כל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Amen.
Now go get your token. Go get your speech. Go get your speech.
Part 1.
Part 2. You got part 2?
Yes.
Okay.
My Torah portion, Baha'alotecha, was taken from the third book of our Bible, the book of Numbers. In my portion, the Hebrew people have been traveling in the hot desert for approximately 2 years. They were tired of traveling day after day and not seeing anything but sand, sand, and even more sand. The people started complaining to Moses and other leaders and started remembering, incorrectly, how wonderful things were back in Egypt. In truth, things were not wonderful at all. In fact, they were awful. Yes, they were given food and were provided with shelter, but the Hebrews conveniently forgot that they were slaves and had to work 15 hours a day and could be killed at the whim of their Egyptian masters. To them, the old saying, "The grass is greener on the other side," made them forget how terrible and hard life was under the Egyptians. What the ancient Hebrews had in common with many modern people today is that some always wanted what other people have and are never really satisfied. Moses' response to the complaints of his people